Hello! Hello! Welcome back. We're back. It's great to be back on the air. I guess this is season 2 of Brain Break. I guess. I've never done a season 2 of anything. But it's great to see you guys. School's been going for a little while. And as you probably know, I have a different job this year. I am the technology teacher. So I don't have as much time as I did last year. So the show got started a little bit later. And it's going to be, I think, a little bit shorter and a little bit different from last year. But we're going to hopefully adapt just like we did last year. A lot of the things that happened last year during the show was because all of a sudden the school was empty or there was only a few people working here. So we just kind of adapted and went on, and that's what we're going to try and do this year. So hopefully we'll still, we're going to meet some new friends, hopefully see some old friends along the way. And speaking of old friends, segue, everyone's favorite and mine, Greg.
Hello everyone, Greg here. I'm so excited to be back.
Greg, great to see you. I thought you were going to get your hair cut.
I chickened out. I thought about so many different styles, even bangs. But I heard bangs are a pain, so I decided that if I like how I look, and then I did some traveling. I visited the biggest ball of twine. Oh, and I went to Alaska.
Ooh, really? I've always wanted to go there. Did you see, like, any wildlife?
No, I went to Homer, Alaska, home of the Miller Comb Museum. Home of the largest collection of ornamental hair combs on the planet. I also got a tour of a shampoo factory in Passaic, New Jersey.
Wow, you had a big summer.
Yeah, but I couldn't stop thinking about something.
What's that?
That Tammy moved back to sunny California.
Yeah, me too. But although she said she had a big announcement she wanted to make on the show, so I think she's going to be on just a little bit.
Really? I wonder what it is.
I don't know. It's exciting. But before we get going, I have something kind of sad I'd like to tell you about. My really awesome cat named Gentleman just died a couple days ago, and it was really sudden.
What? Oh no!
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you because I know a lot of people have experienced something like this, and sometimes people act like you have to pretend like everything's okay, and it's okay to just be sad for a little bit. You don't have to pretend like you're fine. Just tell people, and if you have friends you can talk to, or adults, or somebody that you're close to, and just kind of have somebody to talk to. Sometimes it's good just to talk about like your pet that died, and just say like all the fun stuff you did and that kind of thing. So I just wanted to tell you that that it happened, and that it is really sad, and there's kind of no shortcut through it. You just have to feel sad for a little bit, I think. And if you indulge me, my cat Gentleman, I did a few videos for the school, and Gentleman was in a few of them. And he was actually the very first pet on One Last Thing, our segment at the end of the show. And so I'm just going to show a couple little clips, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to read to my cat, Gentleman. Are you ready for this, gentlemen? Well.
Also, try to remove any distractions. Find someplace else, kitty. And just like the kitty,
Because he loves it so much, we're going to read one more book. Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Ready, gentlemen? Hi, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I gotta leave for a little while. Some families adopt children. Just like you, gentlemen. What do you think? All families like to celebrate special days together. Oh, I think he wants to drive a truck. Are you gonna let him? No? Well, this has been Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus with me and Gentleman. I hope you enjoy. He was the best cat. Well, thank you for watching that. Now we have something happy and fun and new. We have a brand new friend that's coming to the show in a segment we call What's Up with Betty Boots. Please welcome Betty Boots.
Betty Boots is my name.
Betty Boots is her name, and reporting is her game.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here today. Thank you so much, everybody.
Well, it's great to have you.
Great to be here, Mr. Lee. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I understand that you are going to be kind of like a reporter or something, telling us what like kids are talking about and thinking about.
Yes, we are best friends, me and these little friends student of ours.
Yeah?
Yes, we are very, very close.
Okay.
Even though I don't think any of them have seen me in the hallway.
But you're really close.
Really close friends, yes.
Well, maybe you're just really observant.
Yes, I'm kind of hard to spot sometimes, with my, really subtle hair and my amazing shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have kids been talking about recently?
So they just went through, a lot of testing, a lot.
Yeah, a lot of testing.
Yeah, it was kind of obnoxious a little bit, the word on the street there was.
Yeah, people were they just getting sick of the testing?
Yeah, it was a lot of testing. Some questions are really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was over 2 weeks of testing for the school.
Yes. All of the grades did it.
Yeah.
Even the big kids with the black shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are kind of big, aren't they?
They're huge. They're 7 feet tall.
I know. Yeah, they are really huge. And my classroom was used for testing, so I had to roam the halls.
Oh my gosh, is that scary?
It was kind of weird going into classes the first time. Yeah. Well, thank you for that update.
Yes.
I'm glad that testing is done, and we have some
Me too.
dressing up and some holidays maybe coming up. And,
Parties are coming soon.
yeah. Well, that's about does it. I hope you'll keep your ears and eyes peeled and come see us again next week.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Lee.
Betty Boots, everyone.
She seems nice.
I think so, too.
Kind of weird that you didn't introduce me, but...
Dang. You're right. I'm sorry, Greg. It slipped my mind. It was a brand new segment. But hopefully this will make up for it. Please welcome back to the show one of our old friends.
Tammy!
Hi!
The old gang's back together.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay, twins!
Welcome back, Tammy.
How's California?
Sunny?
It's great to see you. What's your big news?
Are you moving back here to live?
No. But I got a new job!
Oh.
Hold on, Greg. I got a job as a reporter and I'm going to be traveling the world.
How is that any better? You won't even be in the country now.
Well, if I can, I was hoping to still be a part of Brain Break, but I'll just be checking in whenever I can.
Oh, Tammy, that's awesome. That was your dream when you came and started on Brain Break. It's amazing you got it going already. Are you going to be able to come back and do What's the Deal with Tammy and Greg?
Oh, of course. I love answering questions with students.
Yay, she's still our roving reporter, but now she's traveling all over the world.
Yay, I'm so excited. I'll get to stay in touch with Brain Break friends. You guys are fabulous.
And speaking of Brain Break friends, segue again, please welcome back Brian the Brain and Street Smarts. Yo, Brian.
Yo, yourself, Mr. Lee. It's great to see you guys again. How was your summer? I spent most of mine reading. I read 75 books over here. I guess my favorite summer activity is getting a little bit smarter.
That's impressive. What do you have for us today?
Well, I thought since you're finally back on the air, I'd give you some fun facts about schools. School's probably where a lot of you little smarty pants are currently sitting, right? So let's get a little bit smart over here. In America, there are around 137,000 schools. In those schools, there are around 50 million students, and teaching all those smarty pants are nearly 4 million teachers. But one last fact, there's only one Mr. Lee's Brain Break. I miss seeing you guys. Until next time.
Thank you, Brian, and thanks for the shout out. Well, that about does it for this week's show. Great to be back, season 2. Good to see everyone. Our show was a little bit different, but we'll keep seeing how it goes. Until then, have a good weekend, and Oh yeah, one last thing.